So I'm going to do some comedy. That's the plan. But I get trigger warnings and spoiler alerts confused a little, so if anybody's offended by conversations about, say, bodily fluids, I apologize for ruining the surprise. I brought the classy material tonight.
Oh, good.
Rodney Dangerfield said, class is when a man steps out of the shower to pee. So you know what I'm talking about when I say classy material. So I was taking a shit in the shower the other day, and I was thinking about robots and how inevitably I'm going to fuck one. I don't think, that's not a very original thought. I mean, most forms, every time there's a new form of technology, people try and have sex with it. It's just inevitable. Like you have VHS, DVDs, the internet, it's always porn that's the first in line for all the new shit. So robots, someone's gonna have sex with a robot eventually. It's probably gonna be the rich at first, just the rich people, us working stiffs will contend with our fleshlights. And there's nothing wrong with being a working man or masturbating with a fleshlight. I bought one at a garage sale like 2 weeks ago. It's fucking amazing. I cuddle with it at night. I tell it my secrets. Yet I still feel empty inside, you know, because I think a fleshlight doesn't have the power to break your heart. And the taste is just terrible. Which leads me to why I'm really here. I'm looking for investors. I have an idea. $1 billion idea. You're not going to like it at first, but you got to hear me out. Canned pussy juice. Now, I'm no scientist, but, you know, DNA and whatever. Canned celebrity pussy juice, carbonated, so it makes that refreshing noise when you pop it open. It's like a LaCroix, but you have different celebrities as flavors, right? So you have like Amber Rose pussy juice. It's like cinnamon with like a hint of rosé. Or you have like Miley Cyrus pussy juice, which is like Mountain Dew mixed with marijuana. It's delicious. You know? Hey, why's my pussy juice taste like vinegar? Oh, that's Barbara Walters pussy juice. That's in the salad dressing aisle. That's why you have croutons in your pussy juice. It's delicious on a sandwich, but I wouldn't go chugging it on a hot summer's day. Listen, this is a better idea than robots, that's for sure. I'm no scientist, as we established earlier, but I've seen the Terminator a bunch of times, and one of these robots could trick some networking bigwig into falling in love with them, and next thing you know, we're all slaves to sex robots, which sounds great on paper, but does not make for a sound democracy at all. Technology frightens me. Self-driving cars, my fucking car barely made it here in the first fucking place. And I don't even know who taught these cars how to drive. Those fucking desk chairs, I don't know how you fit a car behind a desk chair. I don't even understand why a car needs a car in the first place. What's so important to get to for a car that it needs a car to get there? I'm gonna just drop this subject altogether now. This is a crazy year. People died this year. It was in the news. Prince among them. And this really got to me, seriously. I've been wearing purple bikini briefs since April. But that's got nothing to do with Prince, actually. That's just how I roll. But I was bothered by it because he was so young, you know, and I wanted more albums, but maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. But some of you can relate to this. In the 80s, there were like 3 stars that mattered. There was Michael Jackson, there was Madonna, and there was Prince. Now, it's easy to understand Michael Jackson because he was shiny, he was moonwalking around carrying a monkey. He could turn into a zombie and a werewolf in the same music video. Madonna's easy to understand, that's where babies come from, but Prince was different because like he was cool, the music was cool, but you didn't quite understand what he was talking about until you got older, you know? He was very adult. And in the 90s, there were 2 songs called Cream. One was by the Wu-Tang Clan and one was by Prince. Now, the Wu-Tang Clan, CREAM, was an acronym for Cash Rules Everything Around Me. It was about struggling through poverty in the projects in Staten Island. The Prince song was about cum. That's why I like him. He was simple. He kept it sex and God, universal themes. I believe in both. I'm a big fan of both. When I was a kid, my friend he was raised Catholic and he was scared to try masturbating because he thought God was watching. And I always thought of God as a woman. And I was kind of like, you thought God was watching and you didn't jerk off? You know, I mean, I'd kind of be jerking off like 3 times a day if I thought some chick was staring at me all the time. I'm just kidding. I jerked off 3 times a day anyways. I was always jerking off. I saw my first porno movie before I learned how to masturbate, and I thought the money shot was a special effect. I was like, what? Dicks don't spit. This is horse feathers. This is how I talked when I was like 11. Balderdash. This is movie magic. Oh. Yeah, I kind of mixed this up. I wrote all these segues and then I was like, fuck that shit. So, I'm going to do a little dive into politics as much as I can. And don't worry, we're not going to talk about the debates. I'm sure you guys have better material about that than I do. Other than this, is this distracting? Is this distracting? Are you listening to anything I say? Okay. Is it me or do Putin and Trump look exactly the same from the waist down? No, I mean, I don't even know what that means. I mean, Trump probably looks like a wet Cheeto down there, but I don't even know that's a fact. I'm not his daughter or anything. But I'm just saying, they're both very flamboyant, you know? You might not think of Putin as flamboyant, but if you remember, he had a photo shoot a while back where he was riding around on a horse with his shirt off like he's Fabio. Now, this is a country that has the most oppressive laws towards gay people of any industrialized nation. So if you're riding around on a horse with your shirt off, that's a little gay. I have a theory. 1 + 1 = gay. Like, you could be homophobic and not necessarily gay. You're probably gay if you're homophobic, because, like, why would you give a shit? If, like, somebody doesn't want to fuck the hottest girl in the room, okay, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, that's fine. But, okay. All right, first of all, let's get this out of the way. I'm not homophobic, I don't think, because I let a dude touch my dick for $75 when I was a teenager. Now, he picked me up off the street, and you may think that sounds a little dangerous, right? But here's the thing, he drove a Lexus, so like, what am I gonna not let him touch my dick? So, this guy, no, he picked me up, he was a very nice man, bought me beer and shit, and when he touched my penis, it shrunk into my body like a frightened turtle. Yet he still paid me. Like a fucking man. He kept his word. So, if I had any fear about gay people, I probably swallowed it that night. So, now I'll give you another story. I had a guy I worked with. He was like, he was pretty homophobic. He thought that if gay marriage was legal, gay people, this is him, not me. He goes, people will start thinking of gay people as normal. And then if they start thinking of them as normal, then they'll let them be judges and lawyers and they'll lock up all the women because gay people want to replace women, and why wouldn't they do that? Now, first of all, I was a little jealous because I consider myself a creative person and I wouldn't have thought of that in a fucking million fucking years. But this guy was, I don't think he was homophobic because he was always talking about like trying to figure out women, you know? And I don't think gay guys waste their time on that shit. Now, had he been voguing at the time that he was explaining this to me, while wearing artisanal leg warmers, then he's probably gay. 1 + 1 = gay. Putin Putin hates gay people, and he rides around on a horse with his shirt off like he's Fabio. Now, I love Fabio. I think he has luxurious blonde hair. He can't believe it's not butter. The accent just kills me. I love the guy. But as we established before, I let another man touch my penis, so I can't possibly be gay. That was a long way around that joke. But I can't believe this election's this close. I was talking to somebody who was like, I go, you voting for Hillary? She goes, I'm not voting for Hillary just because she's a woman. I go, you're not voting for Hillary just because she's a woman? She's like, that's not what I said. I was like, that's exactly what you said. But, let's see. I didn't think anybody was going to be here, man. There was like 7 people coming on Facebook. I'm checking Facebook fanatically. I love Facebook. There's nothing like finding some girl that burned you 10 years ago, living in Arkansas with some schlub farting out fucking 3 boys, all playing with hammers in the backyard, caked in snot. She posted a picture of herself on Facebook. And it looks like she got punched in the face by time, and you were like, whew, like. She doesn't have to know you're liking your shit, ironically. There's a lot of unnecessary outrage on Facebook. Some girl posted this picture of a shark that had been beached, and this kid with a man bun was taking a selfie, and I was supposed to be offended, I suppose, but I was more offended by the kid's man bun. I like animals. Let me say this right away. I like animals. I like dogs. I like puppies. I like chihuahuas dressed in conquistador outfits. That shit makes me go crazy. One time, I tried to nurse a bird back to life. My roommate's cat came in with a fucking bird in his mouth, and I took the bird, and then I poured like milk on my nipples and fed it to the baby bird. And then it started to work, but then I sobered up and I just gave the bird back to the cat. Because I'm not fucking Dr. Doolittle. I'm just saying I like animals, but I just don't like predators. Like, I don't like animals that'll kill me for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, like a fucking shark. You know, I was more concerned about the surfer girl that got her arm bit off and can't surf anymore because every time she paddles out, she goes in circles. You know, but I do admit sharks get a bad rap. I don't know anything about sharks. I saw a documentary once. I saw Jaws once. I saw Jaws 3D once. That's how much I know about sharks. I know a little more about dolphins, and you know what, man? These dolphins have been getting a free ride. Let me tell you something. A lot of people go out swimming with them like it's some kind of spiritual journey. Let me tell you, hippies, something. They're laughing behind your back. They're like, behind you when you're not looking. But they're media savvy. You know how to work the press. That's why every time you look at a picture of them, they're grinning. Here's the fucking thing about dolphins. A male dolphin will kill a baby dolphin in order to trick the mother into making another baby. They're like horny little murderers. It's like a creepy Lifetime movie, Fishing for Danger, starring Rob Lowe. You know? That's what they're like. But they know how to work the press. Like, they're like Taylor Swift. Now, everyone loves Taylor Swift. They think she's some kind of fucking sweetheart. I think she's a mean girl, a secret mean girl. I see these clues all the time. Number 1 clue that she's manipulative. Her name's Taylor Swift. 90s porn star name and no porn. What kind of manipulative fucking shit is that? She probably has a picture of her grandmother and she draws cocks on it. She's like, fuck you, grandma. You think you're so cool because you ride around a wheelchair. I like Kanye. Kanye tells it like it is, even when it ain't. He's honest. You know why he's a douchebag? He wrote a song about it. He's very, very douchey, and you know it because he won't stop letting you know. He doesn't hide it. Kanye's like a shark. Taylor Swift murders baby dolphins. It's science. I like Miley Cyrus too. Besides the fact that her vagina tastes like Mountain Dew and marijuana.
And what's wrong with that?
That's what I just said. We're in agreement. about this issue. Also, opposites attract. She's rich, I'm poor. This is going to be my wife one day. Now listen, I know some people go like, oh, she's a little slutty, but I'll tell you what, you're only saying that because she's a child star. She was a child star, and I don't see why your inability to process the effects of time on the human body has to do with me sucking on those perfect little ice cream scoop titties. Love Miley Cyrus. Is it okay to masturbate to Hannah Montana now that she's grown up? Because, I mean, that person on that show is a ghost. That's not a real person. The real person now is like, you know, rich and probably votes and shit and, you know, fucking does her drugs responsibly. She was nothing like me when I was her age. She was way more mature than I was when I was her age. So who's the real victim? I ask you. I like Miley. What else? Oh, I'm drinking water because I quit drinking. Oh, I did. Just for now. You know, okay, right now, I'm in the type of mood where if I get drunk, I'll bullfight with a car and I'm the bull. It's not good. I'll wake up. I drink a lot of whiskey. Well, you know, for a while I was drinking alone. I was watching movies and shit. I did finally watch that, the Star Force. You guys know Star Force? Where they play with the lifesavers in outer space? You know what I'm talking about? They got Tobacco. You know Tobacco? Tobacco, he's like, may the stars be with you. The hairy guy with the laser bullets. Yeah, I love that. Lou, I like Darth Vader. He's like, Lou, I'm your father, Lou. You're gonna live by my rules as long as you live under my roof. Rule, Lou. And then he pushes him down a water slide and Lou's got to walk around with his swimming trunks up his ass all day. Hand Solo. Princess, whatever her name was. You guys seen this movie? You know what I'm talking about, right? Remember when he came in her hair? This might have been a porn movie. I was really wasted when I saw it. I'm not even sure what I'm talking about. I drank a lot of whiskey. I'd wake up in the morning with this feeling in my head like a leprechaun was pounding on my brain with a rubber mallet while I'm in jail with 9 other white guys calling each other the N-word. It was very uncomfortable. They were wearing polo shirts. I don't understand fashion in jail. Overcrowding, all that shit, that's fine. It's the fashion. It's the fact that you want me to wear an orange jumpsuit like I just joined Devo. I'm not down with it. So the saggy pants. The baggy pants came from prison, and I'm down with baggy pants. I don't know why. I just have this feeling the higher your pants go, the older you get. Clint Eastwood. You go watch an old spaghetti western. He's wearing hip huggers like any second, like those pants are just gonna fall down and his throbbing member is just gonna bounce right into your mouth. Gets a little older, dirty Harry, pants are a little higher. He still looks fly, but his politics are all like old and the Constitution's all a bunch of hippies and blah, blah. Now his pants are up past his navel. Next year his pants are gonna be up to his nipples. Pretty soon the man's gonna be nothing but slacks. It's gonna be an open casket funeral with a pair of pants in there. Where's Clint? I don't know, shake his pants, see if he falls out. I swear to God. The other reason I'm keeping my pants low is because I'm gonna be a rapper. Poetry's all right. I still write. Comedy's rough, man. I'm no Carrot Top, man. I gotta give that guy props. I'm gonna be a rapper. I'm gonna be a rapper. There used to be this. I'm working on a name. There used to be a rapper called C Murder back in the 90s. He's in prison now for, murder. I like that name, but I want to have more of an emphasis on words and less of an emphasis on murder. So I'm going to call myself C-Word. That's a fresh name.
That's a good one, man.
You like that?
Yeah, that's good. That'll work.
Originally it was Fleetwood Mac, but now it's C-Word. Now, I wrote a rap song. I'd like to share it with you guys if that's okay.
Yeah.
It's my very first rap song. It's called Rap Song Number 1. Now, it has footnotes. Okay, so...
Keep it down to 2 minutes.
Standing between me and the door, you're like auto glass, because I can clearly see the door. Now, I know I rhymed door with door, but it's my first time. Why pull in front of me going 20 miles per hour when you got more space and power than Tesla's Eiffel Tower? Tesla was an inventor. Apparently he made the Eiffel Tower glow or something like that. I'm trying to sound smart, but I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I pissed on your hip ride with the force of a riptide. I didn't get high, I lied. It's true, your mom only pretends not to know me. Bank account is dry as the Gobi. Does anyone have a hamburger to loan me? I lost it all betting on foosball. Now you see, most rappers brag about how much money they have. I brag about how broke I am, because I play by my own rules, which is why I'm broke. But, I don't know, maybe I'm too old to be a rapper. Well, at least to be starting out. This summer I turned 1.5 years old. It's the oldest I have ever been in my entire life so far. And part of it's cool because when you're younger you pretend not to care, and then you hit a certain age and you literally don't care. It's like so easy. Like you'll get a little passionate, a little angry about something, then eventually you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna die soon. And it just goes away. So I still get zits though, which is really obnoxious. Last year I had a girl, my girlfriend, she's like, my girlfriend at the time was like, that's okay, I get acne too. I was like, mine's adult acne, young lady. It's a little different. One thing that doesn't bother me though is this references thing. You know, sometimes you'll make references that make you sound really old. Video arcades. You guys hear about these video arcades? All these kids are going into these video arcades. I had to check it out myself. Oh, look, there's a fucking Pac-Man over there. Pitfall, Dig Dug. I love all these games now. I'm really into the Pac-Mans. Like Mr. Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man. You ever notice that Miss Pac-Man is like twice as fast as Mr. Pac-Man? It's like she's doing twice the work for the same quarter. Thanks for laughing. I had that joke for like 30 years. I've been working on that joke. It finally came through. It's another reference I often make is parachute pants. Now, parachute pants were pants that were made out of parachutes. They had a lot of zippers on them. Me and my friends called them soup pants because you could like shoplift soup at the Sizzler Steakhouse buffet. You just ladle the soup into your pockets, you know? Then you go to class the next day, you unzip the zipper, you pour your goldfish crackers in there, teacher's not looking, you're like, you're eating soup. It came in all kinds of colors. They have like orange parachute pants and yellow and black and red. I had white ones, they matched my roller skates. I used to walk down the hallways with my sleeveless El DeBarge shirt, pants bulging with soup. Be like, yo, man, what kind of soup you got in those soup pants? I'm like, French onion. They're like, that's so fucking cool, man. That's so cool. Holy shit. This ends quickly. How long was that? Okay.
1:30.
Well, I'll tell you what. Before I leave, I'm going to do a character. I don't do this very often. I wasn't planning on doing it. So if I fuck it up, doesn't matter. The worst is over anyways. So it's an Australian character, and I don't know anything about Australians except what I see on TV. So here's my impression of an Australian. Oh no! The Kiwala drank all the beer. That right over there, that giant mouse is called a kangaroo. He's got a little pouch on his belly. That's where he's hiding the beer. That floppy little space fish is what's called a stingray. It's harmless. I'm gonna go over and distract him. And then you steal his beer. All right, guys. Thanks.